Hi, Gemini. So this is going to be your past, present, and future reading. We're going to look at your past, present, and future. Like, share, and subscribe. Show some support to this girl. Yes. Also, oh yeah, I forgot about it. Take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse energies as you see fit. If this does not resonate, kindly check your other placements, or I'll catch you in the next one. Yes, easy peasy. And P.S. I bought a new mic, so it better perform. I have high expectations attached to it. I mean, now that I've bought this mic, I feel like you might be able to hear more of my voice and less of the background nonsense that goes around my neighborhood. All right. So let's. The High Priestess, the Sun, the Page of Swords. Okay. So we are trying to really intuitively feel our way towards what does make me happy? What's my happiness? I'm trying to learn. I'm open. I'm open to business. I'm open to learning about what makes me happy. And we're quietly trying to understand what intuition means to us. Like our intuition is pointing us towards what makes us light up like 1,000 stars, right? Because you cannot mistake the sun, right? It's either there or it isn't. It either is or it isn't. You either feel happy or you don't in a situation, place, person, with a person. I don't care, whatever it is. You either feel good in a hobby or you don't. That's it. End of discussion. So we are trying to learn about that. The 10 of coins. And what are you doing here? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. Let me just bring out each one of it. Okay, so all right. The Ace of Wands here as well. The Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, the Hermit. Like, what the hell is going on? Gemini, this is some really high functioning thing. I mean, it's very impactful, whatever you're going through, whatever this Gemini is going through. So, all right, just made me scratch my head too. Like, seriously, what's going on? Okay, so in the current moment, the Justice, the 10 of coins, the Magician, we are trying to manifest a fair foundation for ourselves. Like, I'm going to do what's right, and I'm in a very fair manner, in a very righteous manner. I'm going to develop a very strong foundation for myself, one that's based on equality. Like I give to my community and I get back from it as well. I'm going to put people, places, situations, resources in there that actually feel right to me on a spiritual level as well and gives back to me in equal measure as me. The Magician is famously Mercurian card. It represents Mercury energy and you are ruled by Mercury. So, and also Virgos. But again, it's your reading. So I'm defaulting to you. You're manifesting that. You're actively manifesting that. This goal of yours, which is the 10 of coins, building a foundation for yourself, building a legacy for yourself. What a real fulfilling foundation looks like to you in your eyes. How does it look like? What people are in there? What are the goals that you want to achieve that helps you build that foundation of yours? What needs to be in there? Jam packed, right? Your connectivity points as well. Who do I connect to? Is it fair? Things like that. In the near future, the Three of Swords, the Moon, the Two of Cups. There's some sort of unknown here with regards to there's a lot of pain and feeling of rejection here attached to some sort of connection that's mutually exclusive in terms of love on an emotional level. It's like I love you and you love me, and it's easy sort of connectivity. I care about you and I know you care about me, even if it's not shown on the real world. You are acknowledging it as a Two of Cups, which means that you love it. But there's some sort of rejection of the heart space attached to it, or pain of the heart space attached to it that is coming up for you to look at. It's coming from your moon energy, honey. Moon energy is anything that's hidden from you. Moon energy is anything that is you don't want to admit to yourself, or you're not necessarily trying to look at in your life right now. Things that you hide from yourself. Like, I hate my job, but I don't want to admit it. I don't want to think about it. I don't like thinking about it. Sometimes I hate my parents, but I don't want to admit it too. Like, sometimes they say vile shit, but I don't want to admit that too. Again, take it as it resonates. And the Ace of Wands, there's some sort of new beginning here, new sort of creativity. I don't know, new sort of inspiration, hope, light of pathway. Let's see the Ace of Wands for you. Again, show some support, honey. Your girl needs it. It doesn't take much, right? Let's look at your Ace of Wands then. The Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of... There are two heads of state here. What is going on? The Ace of Wands here as well. At the bottom of the deck, the King of Cups. I heard, who do I give my heart to? I don't know why I heard it. But I feel like there are two heads of state and we are confused as to which opportunity to take. One is more stable and the other one is more emotionally fulfilling. It could be a career thing as well, One looks very promising in the 3D reality at first. Like, when you look at it, you know that you will definitely make money out of it. and the other one feels more emotionally fulfilling, and you can make money out of it as well, but then again, that's more promising in the heart space. So what do you choose, Geminis? What do you choose? The confusion is real, isn't it? The confusion is real. Let's see the high priestess for you. Show me the high priestess for Geminis in the past. Your intuition was talking to you, was out in the near past, recent past. Death, Ten of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so our intuition told us to end some sort of responsibility here in terms of the Ten of Wands. So basically, Ten of Wands is any sort of responsibility that we choose to carry on our own back. And again, I always say that if you're going to carry responsibilities that are heavy, every responsibility comes with some sort of heaviness attached to it, right? Because you have to uphold that responsibility towards it, the action towards it, the communication towards it, whatever it is. It could be a relationship, it could be a work thing as well. But I feel like something was proving to be more of a burden than it was worth. And our intuition told us, like, this has ended and you're just trying to carry a dead duck on your shoulders. Don't do it. Don't try to beat the dead horse and try to make it alive. It's already ended. Your feelings for it, their feelings for you, the situation's ability to give back to you. It's more of an effort. You're trying to still persist with regardless that there's an ending here that you feel on the spiritual level, that you don't even want to be there, but you are still insisting that you want to be there. And I feel like we realized it. Our intuition was talking to us with regards to the situation. Let's see the sun here then. Probably because we did not understand what our happiness was, right? Or probably our definition of happiness was changing here. Show me the sun. We found it way too difficult for some reason to carry the weight of this on our shoulders. Okay. Show me the Page of Swords too. Wait. Sorry. Seven of Swords. What else? The Ace of Cups. Somebody shied away from that sort of emotional expression. I don't know. Somebody sidestepped from an offer made in love as well. That was the interpretation too. The Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. So now let me get back to it. The Six of Cups, Four of Swords, and Five of Pentacles. Okay, so we're thinking about a special connection here ever since the break has happened. We were connecting to somebody here. We are connecting to somebody here. It's like, or we would like to connect to somebody here. I don't know if it's the same person that the situation ended with, but I'm guessing it's somebody that makes us happy, that makes us light up. I feel like it's not the same though, because let me tell you why. You're telling me that it was too difficult to carry the dead duck on your shoulders. And this is the opposite of dead duck. You feel alive when you connect with somebody in your 3D reality. But you remain confused though about the growth of this, about the potential of it. I mean, it grew to a certain point, but it became confusing after a while. You became more confused. The more time spent with this person, it became more and more confusing. Well, why was that? Because it's like we were connecting with this person on an emotional level and felt really light, but then again, we lit up like 1,000 stars for this person, and you can't copy the sun, as I told you earlier, right? So the Page of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Six of Pentacles. So the offer to make it more solid, the ultimate offer to grow and grow something of substance here, was not necessarily made. Somebody remained an observant. They wanted to take action, but they did not. I'm getting this reading over and over again for a lot of folks here. So again, if you have other placements in your chart, kindly check those out as well. But I'm guessing here that somebody wanted to take action. They were wanting to provide you with the ultimate offer. I feel like they were waiting for the right time, but then the right time never came because you were confused. Like, I have given you so much time and we are meeting up for how long now? I mean, it's been, 1 year, 6 months, and there is no question or talk about where are we taking this? Is it going to grow? Are we taking this more seriously? Are we going to go exclusive? It was not exclusive, honey. It was loose connectivity. That was done so not even consistently. It was inconsistent. It was not even consistent. So you were like, I feel good with you, but is it going to go somewhere? I need to know. and somebody wanted to offer you something really substantial here in terms of dating, in terms of being more exclusive, in terms of sharing their resources, the best of themselves with you. They wanted to, but the insight was really low. They remained quiet about it. I don't know why they did it. So show me the justice here. It's like I wanted to, but I couldn't. I just remained an observant, not a participant in this equation with Gemini. Okay, great. Or probably it's you that's thinking about the workability of the situation. Probably it's you that's thinking about toying with the idea that you want to offer something of substance and balance up with somebody, rebalance up with somebody that you're not sure of if they will contribute or if they will, reach back for you as well. You light up like the thousandth sun. Even when you think about connecting with this person or reconnecting with this person, the idea of reconnection lights you up. It would make you really happy, like deliriously happy to connect with this person. There was something built between you two, and you're confused about how to connect with this person in the 3D world. How do I do it? How do I make them the ultimate offer? What do I say? Where do I say it? Where do I take them for a date? And where do I ask them? It's kind of like that too. Like, I'm getting two stories here. The justice is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Okay. More confusion. Justice is clarified by the Six of Swords. I feel like somebody moved on because the connection remained at a friendship level and it became more and more confusing. Like, I feel something huge here. And we say that we are friends. So is that what we're going to do here? We're just going to call each other friends, right? Are you for real? Like, seriously, this is confusing because it doesn't feel like friendship. The feelings don't match with regards to, I don't feel these stuff for a friend. It's not fair, honey. I feel so much for you and seems like you don't. Clearly, I might have been a friend to you. And in that case, then it's very confusing because it's not fair, right? The justice is about fairness, the karma principles. I am available for this. Somebody else is not because they are insisting on being a friend, that they're calling me a friend. And I feel so much when I connect to them. It touches my heart in ways, it touches my spirit in ways that makes me happy and giddy happy. I can't fake it. It's very original. It's very real for me. But seems like it's not for you. And that's why you moved on. You were like, you know what, peace out. I need to get out of this. And so you did. Let's see the 10 of coins then. You move towards your foundation, defining your end goal, defining your financial goals, your 3D goals. I don't know. The sun. I'm telling you, you walked away from that sun of yours, emotionally trying to detach from that feeling of, oh, I used to feel so happy with this person. Well, I don't want to anymore though. You're committing back to your foundation here. You're committing really strongly. I feel like whenever you chose to leave the situation, you showed yourself empowerment, honey. That was done so in the sense of your higher self was telling you that, Gemini, you might want to walk away because this is not fair. This person treats you like a friend and they are confused about their emotions. They wouldn't acknowledge it. They wouldn't talk about it. They wouldn't make it clear to you that this is this. They don't want to define it for you. They don't even talk to you like that. They don't talk about the real stuff. I mean, they could have. They had the goods. They had it within them, but they chose to remain quiet. And again, they probably were saying a lot of things, but nothing of substance where it counted, right? Where it made sense that this is the direction that we are going to take this. It was not definitive. It was always confusing. So that's why I'm telling you that they were an observer, not a participant. That's what I mean by that, all right? So I feel like when you chose to show yourself balance by moving on from this, that this is unfair because I feel so much more and you don't, clearly. So you know what, I'm not even going to fuss about it. I'm going to let you figure it out for yourself. I am leaving because it's not, you're not going to do that on my time and my dime. You're not going to figure your shit out on my time. So it's fine, you do you. I'm going to move on. That's it. And you recommitted yourself fiercely with a very strong sense of boundaries. You are defining your goals about what your end goal is, what your goals are in terms of 3D reality, your story, where are you taking it, where you should be pointing yourself towards. Yeah, you have strong Aries in your chart for some of you, It was a lesson in self-empowerment, to say the least, honey, to respect yourself. You are worth the commitment. You are worth the definition. You are worth so much more than just a mere friendship. An emperor does not consult itself with a friendship here. He has so much work to do. He has so much shit to do. He has to be an empowered human being with goals, a lot of goals attached to him. He cannot get himself involved with confusing situations. He's not into confusion, honey. It's all about decision, decision, decision from him. He's the decision maker. All right. And with the Hierophant, well, committing to your own sense of, it's coming from that sense of higher self. Probably you lost track of your boundaries here and you allowed this person to fuck around with you so much so that, oh, this Gemini seems to accept any sort of bullshit argument about my confusion or my feelings when I tell them so. So they're giving me unconditional love and patience. They're willing to work it out with me at all costs. So I'll push on their boundaries. And I feel like you disrespected yourself when you did it. You probably lost track of your own boundaries and reinforcing those boundaries with regards to this connection or this person. They clearly stepped on your boundaries, honey. They moved way past that. And I feel like that's why you're having this extreme other side reaction about, you know what, I'm going to uphold this time around my own sense of values about what commitment means to me, what long-term stability means to me, what do I want. And you want some sort of commitment here, honey, one that's based in reality, grounded, founded, and really solid, something that you can take seriously, something that you can feel more prideful towards, like this is mine and I claim this as mine and I know that it also wants to be mine, not just that I want it to be mine. All right, so that's what you're reclaiming yourself towards, that goal of yours. The Magician is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. What is this? I also got that idea that somebody else too, if they were really insistent on being a friend of yours, then well, their lesson was probably to, stop fighting themselves over committing to a certain sense of direction. If they want to commit to this direction with you or not, if they want to give you the offer, then make the offer. If you want to commit to this person, then make the commitment. Talk about it. Act from your own sense of self-interest, your higher self, from your sense of empowerment. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point, right? And here, the Magician is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like this is this other person that was confused about, what do I do? I'm manifesting, but I don't want it. No, I'm not. I'm not manifesting. I'm not going to go in that person's direction. No, I don't want it. I'm going to rest it out. The fight within me. It's like they have this fight within them constantly, a constant battle of blindness and ignorance and avoidance. Like they don't want to think about it. Whenever it comes up, like whenever your thought comes up in this person's mind, they're like, immediately they shut the whole thing down and I'm just going to go to sleep. Like it's too much of stress to deal with this person. I don't even want to think about this person. I'm blocking them. Like they blocked me. They moved on from me. So it hurt my pride. It hurt my ego. So I'm going to do that back at them. Yeah, you're going to Seven of Wands me? Well, look at me, bitch. I'm going to Nine of Wands you. Even more blockage. There you go. Deal with it. Okay, it's not a competition. This person clearly doesn't understand that. It's not a fucking competition. You did not do it because you loved doing it, because you loved blocking this person. You did it because it was not fair. There's a difference. And clearly, this person fails to understand that. This person is not big on self-reflection. How did they prove it? Well, the energy was there for them to claim, but they chose the Page of Swords. They chose to remain blissfully unaware. Blissfully unaware. That's what I might title your video too. Okay. So the Three of Swords. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. Show me the Three of Swords for Geminis. I mean, you're doing good, clearly. You are claiming yourself. You're reclaiming yourself. You are learning about your values and your, commitment principles and what you're going to say yes to next and what you're not going to say yes to at all and how you're going to enforce your boundaries. Like, I want communication every day and that's my boundary. Well, then that's your boundary and you're going to stick by it. You're going to stand behind it and you're going to make sure that you enforce it at all times with everybody you meet. All right? So good on you. You learned your lesson, honey. The Nine of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Empress. Okay, so it's only a matter of time. Yes, you're going to feel that rejection sometimes. Yes, it is there for you, but you're not trying to indulge in it too much. You're trying to learn from it. You're trying to learn from the heartbreak here that was caused between you two. And I'm guessing that there was a third-party situation as well for some of you, that they wanted to give to you, but they couldn't or wouldn't because, again, they were giving to probably somebody else, and that's why they couldn't give to you. Okay, well then, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, I'm just being very sassy towards you. In your reading towards your person, well, not your person anymore though. But again, you're telling me you're very independent, you are very knowing of thyself, you understand what you want, you understand what you bring to the table, you know what you're about, honey, in the 3D reality. You know what you can do in terms of giving other people time, love, care, attention, energy, efforts, whatever. What you bring to the table is what Nine of Pentacles is. And you're telling me you're very productive as well. The more you learn from the heartbreak, the more you learn from your past mistakes and past rejections, the more you empower yourself with the truth here, the more you empower yourself about what you want, and the more you empower yourself in terms of productivity as well. Like your energetic productivity is increasing, you're elevating spiritually speaking as we speak. Let's look at the moon here, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Swords. It's not a bad moon though. Show me the Two of Cups. The Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, Three of Cups. Yeah, I knew it. Knew it. I know my shit when I see one, right? Okay. Okay. So the moon is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Well, this is not your moon, honey. I knew it. As we can understand and see for ourselves, well, this is somebody else's moon. They are holding on really strongly to the feeling of how you and your love made them feel when they were connecting to you, and how it was the best definition of how they love themselves. This connection was the best definition of how they love themselves and their sense of wish fulfillment. It spoke to their sense of wish fulfillment, and they are really holding on really strongly to that feeling of how you made them feel, right? It's coming from a very selfish point of view, honey. Again, it's very personal to them, and it's like I've been holding on to the feeling of, it's unknown to you at this point. It's unknown to you. What you don't see, and the relevance of it, is that they're going to make an active effort to connect with you in the near future. They're going to. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it feels like, it seems to me that they do some work here in the near future, and they realize that, oh, Gemini pleased me a lot. Gemini loved me a lot. And I feel like I was a better person with them. Okay. Well, good for you. The moon again, the Two of Pentacles. No, you're too confused about this person's intentions and efforts, and how are we going to stabilize this. It's still the same old, like you want to reconnect, but then it hurts me. It will hurt me to reconnect with you. You're telling them like they made an effort to come towards you, I feel, somewhere along the line, but you feel like you don't want to meet up with this person. And even if they didn't, their energy was probably trying to, you might have had thoughts about them, you might have had continuous thoughts, or probably out of nowhere, after really working hard on your sense of pain and heartbreak, and really committing yourself to the highest of yourself and your highest ideologies as well, it comes out of nowhere that you start thinking about this person and about the break, and should I do something about this, should I talk to this person, I feel this sudden urge to talk to this person. It's not you, it's the connection, it's them energetically speaking. That could also be the case if it's not in the real world. But I feel like in general, you're like, I want an equal love, and that's what I'm going to point myself towards. No more superficial connections. It's only heartbreaking sort of connectivity points. I don't want friendships. I don't want to have friendship sort of connections with anybody anymore. I feel like this lesson served you well then, because you learned your lesson, that no more superficial connectivity. I want something exclusive since the beginning, since the start. It needs to present itself as serious. Otherwise, I don't want it. That's it. I'm not into confusing bullshit where I have to guess what other people's feelings are, intentions are, where I have to keep on guessing that, is this where they are coming from? What are their intentions? Oh, they're so mysterious. I don't want to figure shit out. You tell me who you are about. You tell me who you are. I'm willing to tell you who I am. So are you willing to do that? And you're also, if this is not that person, I feel like you're also trying to move forward in your own sense of self-love. The more you're trying to give yourself time, love, and patience, and actively go into that hanged man mode of learning through your past heartbreaks, past experiences in pain, right? You're trying to learn from all of those experiences about how you messed up, where did you went wrong, what did you say wrong, what did they say wrong, how would what would you want the other person to do if you were to ask for your needs in your next connection. And you're trying to understand your emotional needs, and the more you try to understand it, the more you hold on strongly to remembering those needs, about this is my needs. If somebody does not fulfill it, I'll move on. So you're moving on from any sort of well, one of your needs is very highlighted here. I don't want unknown sort of confusing bullshit with anybody. If it remains too much in the fantasy land, like this could be the possibility, but this could also be the possibility, like the potential of it all. I don't want that. I want real stuff, something I can work with in real world and I can take seriously. So I don't want to put in effort into nonsensical stuff that doesn't make sense, that is very confusing. I don't want that. Even if it looks shiny on paper, even if it's hot as hell, I don't care. Even if they have a huge wand, I don't care. I don't want it. Thank you very much. I'm going to abandon any sort of confusing relationships in my life, or confusing and where I don't know where I stand with it, where I have unstable grounds. I'll move on from any of it and all of it. So you're telling me that very strongly here. You're acknowledging that about yourself and you're upholding your own sense of boundaries. And kudos to you. A lot of people don't even do this much work. I need you to see it, that it's going to take you so much far in life. This kind of work. This kind of work empowers you. Yeah, it was a soul bond connection. That's why. That's why it was, I knew it. I did not see any sort of Six of Cups, but I knew that this was a significant connection, because you showed me all but a lot of major arcanas on your baseline, as well as in clarifications too, here and there. You have very big energy in you, honey. You have a lot of perspective and a lot of wisdom, the willingness to look towards yourself, to thyself, about where did I went wrong? What did I do? How did I contribute to my own heartbreak, to my own demise in this situation, to my own sense of disappointment? Oh, shit, I should have known better. This was the red flag. All of it, all of it, okay? Learning about all of it. You're trying to really learn from this connection so much. And again, this was a special connection and it hurt. I know it, that it hurt you, honey. But then again, the special connections carry a lot of lessons. We meet those special connections in our time, in our life, and they are presented to us by the universe because we are supposed to learn something from it. Okay? Whether it is positive or negative. We are supposed to learn lessons, and it comes with, it's dual in nature. You know, they are supposed to learn from you as well. But again, I'm not seeing them or they, I'm not interested in them or they, I'm interested in you. All right? And your growth here. And I feel like we are growing here because we are learning from our disappointments. I told you, you're making me aggressive. Like seriously, I'm so happy because I'm very happy for you. I'm telling you, the Hanged Man, the Eight of Pentacles, you're actively trying to work through your Hanged Man mode, go into that Hanged Man mode, and learning from your disappointments with regards to this connection. And if it was any sort of basic connection, you wouldn't have paid attention, right? If it was a random somebody shouting at you like, oh, you are this, that, or the other, and things like that, you wouldn't pay attention to the lesson, right? You wouldn't learn things from them. It has to be a special connection that catches your fancy, right? In order for you to really learn the lesson, in order for you to give it time, to let the connection seep into you, right? To make you learn things, to do things differently, right? To be more empowered. This connection taught you about self-empowerment a lot, to say the least. And I might call your reading upholding your boundaries at this point. You have a lot of passion, and the more you try to work through your feelings here, the more your passion picks up, the more your enthusiasm, the more your openness picks up eventually, and the more you get excited about life again. All right? Yeah, it's going to take a lot for you to really heal that sort of pattern within you. It's a pattern for some of you to contribute to situations that confuse you a lot. Like they are so mysterious at first, but then if they remain mysterious, if they remain superficial, sometimes it's just superficial, honey. They don't have depth. They have just intense sort of blank eyes. That's it. That's psychopathic eyes. That has nothing to do with intensity or depth of nature. All right. And even if they are depth, even if they are deep, I'm not trying to shame them, but again, I'm giving them the credit. Even if they are deep, it was not for you to dive into or coax it out of them. They were supposed to give it to you naturally. All right. I just put it out there. You're not supposed to wait around for somebody to show themselves really strongly to you. They should do that on their own accord, on their own back, because they want to, not because they have to. Is that the connection you want for yourself? No. Respect yourself, and which you are. So I am not going to waste my time here. So I feel like then the Ace of Wands is basically you're telling me that am I ready to open up to a new connection in love? I feel like you're recommitting to your heart space. Like I want options in love, one that's based in stability as well as emotionality too. It needs to be emotionally stable and show the fuck up for me when it says that it loves me. It needs to show me in different ways. And it needs to light me up passionately. I should feel hopeful and inspired by that person. And it should be 3D in 3D manner. It should be very stable as well. Nurturing, caring, really stable, something I can count on to be there and not just vanish the other day. All right. So this is a great read. Keep upholding your boundaries. This is working well for you. And that's all I have for you, Geminis. I hope this helped. Take care.